First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Warakah Kwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone that have taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai and Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Brakatham to the elect, and it's your brother Laban. And I want to give my take on 500, the 500 billion Stargate program, beginning with, as this article reads, what does Trump's 500 billion Stargate mean for the world of AI? One of the first announcements made by newly inaugurated U.S. President Donald Trump is the Stargate project, a 500 billion investment in AI infrastructure. Trump announces the project on day 2 of his presidency, standing alongside 3 of the most powerful men in tech: OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, Oracle founder Larry Ellison, and SoftBank chain Masayoshi Son. Details were relatively sparse, and we learned that funding would come from the technology arm of the UAE sovereign wealth fund, and that $100 billion of investment would be promised for the first year. Trump claims that it will be the largest AI project by far in history. So what does such a huge investment championed by an incoming president of the world's most powerful nation means for the future of AI? Let's take a look. The AI emergency. Trump himself has said that his involvement in the project is because of an emergency situation. By treating it as an emergency, Trump and his government may be able to quickly remove regulatory obstacles or divert funds to the project in order to see results sooner. He's made it clear that he considers it vital for U.S. national interests that the country maintains its position as a world leader in AI technology. He will definitely be aware of the fact that other countries, most notably China, but also the UK and members of the EU, are also pouring huge amounts of investments into research and development. And this is not done by coincidence. This is done by the purpose of the elite, because the elite wants to create a technological world which is going to be governed by the AI, which will be governed by them, because they're going to be able to control AI as they wish. And under that world, in order for you to go buy in that world, or in this world, you're going to have the mark of the beast in you. All right, it's just as simple as A, B, and C. And what I want to do is I want to read a scripture. I want to see what this is all about. Yeah, that's just a video of him speaking about this over here, this topic. So we don't need to go into that. What we'll do is we're going to go into the scriptures. And what I want to read is this over here. Job 20 and verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, and they which have seen him shall say, where is he? And so the reason why I read this, because, of course, the powers that be within the ranks of Esau, especially, the American side of things, these politicians and, these various, top leveled people that the Lord has put in positions, right? They believe that America is going to go far beyond to its higher heights. And once America reaches to that point, then they're very well going to be an unstoppable nation. So what DJ Trump wants to do, he wants to be, or should I say, he wants America to be the leading nation for AI. When that happens, the Lord is going to then bring them down. That's how the Lord gets down with these nations. He brings them up to the highest extent, to their limit, to the highest extent of their limit, and then he brings them down. Okay, so this ain't going to be a long video. I'm going to just use Occam's razor and try to just be as straight to the point as possible. And that's how I'm going to do this lesson over here. Because as well as you've always heard me say, right? And other brothers for that matter too. The Lord deals with nations that way. He brings them into the position of power, exiles these nations to a particular point. And once they reach that pinnacle point, it's just like the sun. When the sun shines, right, and the sun reaches this pinnacle point, then it's sundown. All right. So right now, in this world that we're living in, it's under the declining phase, and we're pretty much at the lowest point where the world has ever gone, because we're reaching towards its end, and that's what's happening. All right. So I want to read this as well. 2 Maccabees 6 and verse 14. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish until they become to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us, lest that being come to the height of sin, afterward he should take vengeance of us. And therefore he never withdraw of his mercy from us, and though he punish with adversity, yet doeth he never forsake his people. But let this that we had spoken be for a warning unto us, and now we will come to the declaring of the matter in a few words. So there you go, right? So again, the Lord is going to take vengeance against these heathens after he raises them up to their highest. As this reads as well, Job, the 5th chapter, Job 5 and verse 11. As a matter of fact, you know what? I can begin by reading. Yeah, we'll get to the point. To set up on high those that be low, and those which mourn may be exalted to safety. And he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, and so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And what are they enterprising right now? They're enterprising this AI world, the CBDC, and all of that in conjunction leads to the mark of the beast system. That is what they're enterprising. So the Lord is going to disappoint their devices. He's going to disappoint their counsel, because it's him that's in control of men's counsels. Men's counsels are his counsels. All right. Proverbs 21. Let's even pull that out. Right. Where it reads that there is no counsel, there is no wisdom against the Lord. Okay. So if there's none of that against the Lord, that means that the Lord is in control of everything. As a matter of fact, I don't have to pull that out. Let me continue to read some more of this. Verse 13 is another good point. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Right. The craftiness, right? He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Because Esau is a crafty nation, man. And the way that they've graduated us to their trends, just towards so that they can finally get us towards their agenda. It's crafty. You got to give it up to them. But you see, even in their craftiness, the Lord is going to outdo them and destroy them. So there it is. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and they grope in the noon as in the night. And that's what these elites do. They meet in darkness. They get together and they conspire. How can we take over the world more effectively? How can we affect the working class? How can we affect the middle class? How can we do A, B, and C? Right? And their council and the various council meetings that they have, again, they get together and they conspire these things. Okay? But as verse 15 puts it, but he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor have hope, and the iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Absolutely. Because it's going to be Yahweh Shai that's going to stop iniquity. When he changes us to an immortal format, guess what? That's when sin stops. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth, and therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, and yea, in 7. There shall no evils touch thee. All right. So again, Esau is going to be the instrument to bring evil, to bring famine, to bring all of these evils, like I said, right? But in those things, we're going to be delivered and saved. And also what Esau wants to bring about, of course, is that mark of the beast system. All right. And yes, even in that, we're going to be delivered and saved. If we hold fast the words which the Lord has given us through the men of the Lord that he put before us. All right. So yeah, the point that I wanted to make on this lesson is to say, look, America wants to reach to, their highest pinnacle point. But then again, that's when the Lord is going to overthrow this system. Because the reason why they set up this AI system in the first place, where it concerns the will of the Lord, is so that they can fulfill Revelations 13 and 16. And once that's done, then the Lord is going to come back. The war's actually, the third war is coming, and the Lord is coming at the same time to deliver the saints from the nuclear destruction. That's what's about to hit on this earth. All right. So that's all I got to say with this. Just giving my little short, brief take on this, because I didn't speak on this last week. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say with this, man. With that, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Wa'arakak Radash. And with that, I'm closing. Shalom and shalom to the elect 144,000, and as well as the 1/3 that do follow this gospel of the kingdom, as we do preach unto you. Shalom.